everything I picked up this week. Starting with toys, I finally got in ROM Space Knight after GameStop shorted me on my pre-order of ROM. Oh, it was heartbreaking, and this took a while for me to get as I'm only getting it now, and got the first ones in this wave in like March. It took several months. I ended up getting him on Amazon after multiple delays, but he's in my collection now. Now Hasbro, come on. Make some dire wraiths, Hasbro. Be real ones. So I'm definitely gonna have Rom and Crystar hang out, and then they announced Warbow at Comic-Con, and Crystar has a decent supporting cast and cast of villains. I think it was only, I don't know, that original series wasn't very long, but it was made to be a full toy line in of itself. So how deep into Crystar are they gonna go in Marvel Legends? You gotta wonder. I think for ROM, they're probably done with just this, but I think they're going to go deep with Crystar. Then on Marketplace, I got Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners. This is a Jada Toys release, and it was 20 bucks on Marketplace. Normally in Canada, it was like 35 or something. Now, I don't have David, so I'm gonna have to find David, and until I do, Lucy's gonna hang out on the waifu shelf, I guess. A neat thing with Lucy is one, she comes with this yellow, it's those wire weapons. I don't know what they're called. And it's bendy wire. And then also, don't know how the jacket stays on. Oh, the jacket also has bendy wire. And it is removable. I am gonna keep it on just because I like the jacketed look, but that's an interesting little, well done, Jada Toys. I'm probably not gonna go all in on their Cyberpunk Edgerunners line with the future releases, but I definitely wanted David and Lucy, especially on deal. Here's a quick close-up. It's not gonna focus. Whatevs. I haven't played the Cyberpunk game, but I have watched the anime, and it was pretty good. It was real good. Just happy to have picked this up. Then for G.I. Joe Classified series, this guy was a Walmart CollectorCon exclusive, whatever. But I got the G.I. Joe Classified series Crystal Ball. What is your real name? Richard King. So he has a fun alternate head here where he has an octopus green hologram thing going on. And that intrigued me. He's another weirdo for the shelf. He also has like a weird Captain America shield going on. He's just a funky dude, and he can hang out with Dr. Mindbender, because I feel they're similar on levels of goofy and just Cobra weirdos. Then for Star Wars The Black Series from Skeleton Crew, I got SM33. They just called him 33 all the time, I think. 33, and I don't even remember that guy's name, the dog, wolfman, alien. Yeah, I don't remember his name. Let me know in the comments. These are probably gonna be it for my Skeleton Crew Black Series figures that I want. I'm just not super interested in the humans from that show. I did like the show and everything, I just don't care to get the humans. I might get Win to do a custom Billy Batson was my plan, or maybe Young Ben, but I probably won't even get to do that. Won't even get to doing that. So yeah, SM33, and he has a cool feature where I think he's shorter here, but he can fully extend to become tall like he did in the show. And then he also has, in the show, he had a rat living in his eye socket, and he came with it, it's right there. So neat. Then for DC Multiverse, this was a GameStop exclusive. I got Mr. Miracle, and now McFarlane, don't screw us on this, okay? You gave us Mr. Miracle. Everyone's happy. Everyone wants Mr. Miracle, but he needs Big Barda to go with him. You can't have Mr. Miracle without Barda. They're so rarely separated. The only significant time I can think of is right now in Birds of Prey where Barda's on the team. But I thought you need them together. The cape isn't wired here as it is reused, but otherwise a solid Mr. Miracle. He has a trigger finger, which I wish that was another fist or even a splayed hand, because he doesn't use weapons. The old DC Universe Classics, Mr. Miracle came with handcuffs for him to be escaping from, so that would have been a cool accessory. He comes with his flying discs, but he needs a little more something. They should have added hands at least. Then I also got the DC Multiverse Gold Label Sandman Wesley Dodds. This is his more modern redesign from that miniseries he had couple, maybe 3 years ago. So I would have preferred the green suited look or something more akin to what he was wearing in Sandman Mystery Theater, maybe even like a closed, I don't know. I don't know what I wanted for Wesley Dodds. I am happy to have him though. He's a fun character and I like Sandman Mystery Theater. He reuses parts from the Dark Knight Joker, which I never got, so this is basically an all new figure for me. Now on to my monthly comic books. This week I got Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe One Last Time, issue 5. I think this is the last issue of this series, and if you look at the cover, it's meta, you see. This is intended to be I, the reader, reflected on his sword, reading Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe One Last Time, issue 5. Wow. The Unalivable Gwenpool, issue 4. So she possessed Spider-Man in the last issue because she's a ghost right now, and then she's fighting the other Gwen. Let's see where this goes. Moon Knight, issue 11. It's a cool cover. Mark's ripping off the Mark face to reveal his true face underneath, which is the Moon Knight. So, yeah, I understand art, you see. Wolverines and Deadpool's issue 2. Really enjoyed issue 1 of this. Just some father-daughter bonding time and then bonding with the other dads. It's all about dad stuff here. The Uncanny X-Men issue 19. I only got this one because Deadpool and Outlaw are in it. I like Outlaw quite a bit, but she only appears in things when Gail Simone is writing, because Gail Simone created Outlaw, but I would like if other writers used her too. But Outlaw appearance. Ultimate X-Men issue 18. This is also a fun cover. As you can see, they're doing the classic X-Men head box thing that they used to have on every cover back in the Claremont days and beyond. One World Under Doom issue 6. Stretching apart some Mr. Fantastic. This is ending at issue 9, I think. So we're in the second half and they need to start concluding some stuff. Captain America issue 2 by fellow Canadian Chip Zdarsky. Issue 1 of this was really good, and I'm excited to read issue 2. And I'm even more excited because this is a story set in the past, and it's all clearly going to be setting up the status quo going forward. Like this War on Terror era, Captain America is probably going to come back in a present day thing happening, and it's a strong start to the series. Batgirl issue 10 with her brother Jade Tiger here. I've just been enjoying the series. Again, don't know what else to say about that. This is my pick of the week with Cheetah and Cheshire Rob the Justice League, issue 1 by Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. So Greg Rucka has some pretty legendary Wonder Woman runs. He's written other things that I like, and then Nicholas Scott is just a fantastic artist as well. And these are two characters. They're not leads inherently. This is a good spotlight series on some lesser known, lesser followed characters as they have shenanigans afoot. So I'm looking forward to this. Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness, issue 4. Because of Dynamite's being screwed by Diamond, I think I am still missing issue 3 of this. But I always love an Army of Darkness crossover with like anything. And then finally, Radiant Black, issue 36. I think they follow up on what's happening with Radiant Yellow in this, because he disappeared in the Catalyst War or something. Oh, but here's his Radiant, I suppose. So maybe someone else is becoming Radiant Yellow, who knows? Then for trades on Book Outlet, I got this Captain Britain Omnibus. It's a pretty beefy boy, as you can see. And you may be wondering, why would you want a Captain Britain Omnibus? Because Captain Britain is a fun guy. I like Chris Claremont's Excalibur, and this is where, in this omnibus, is the story where Marvel, their main universe, got the universe designation 616. This is one of the earliest Marvel full-on multiverse stories. So it's kind of important for Marvel history. And Book Outlet has great deals all the time. Now to review last week's comics. So another solid issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. My one complaint is the last issue ended with Felicia Hardy saying that she betrayed Richard because it's in her nature. And she looked evil while saying it. But then in this issue, Kingpin backtracks on that and says that she was reluctantly helping them. So then Richard and Felicia are still friendly in this. But Richard did also almost kill her dad. There was some attitude shared between them, but Richard was chill with it and Felicia was not chill. I feel Richard should also not be chill. And then we also got the debut of this universe's, I guess, full debut, Ultimate Venom. He was appropriately frightening and he almost killed Kingpin, I guess. Good stuff though. This was a good one and done Hulk story about him. He's hanging out with this kid and then he discovers the kid is a ghost and that the father of the child killed the kid, and then Hulk gets revenge on that dad and stuff. think Hulk even kills the dad. Just a solid issue. I enjoyed the core concept of gods, but it was often a little too boring. No, I liked gods. It was missing some zest or something. Ryan North did a good job of adding zest to gods because I thoroughly enjoyed this issue, and it was still as complicated as a normal gods outing. I do want to see gods return just because I thought it was a really cool new idea in the Marvel universe. And this was a weird one-off to do, so maybe Ryan North does have plans to continue it, who knows. With this being Captain America, Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver in one issue, it was a soft Cap's kooky quartet outing. So Captain America had to outsmart Pietro and Wanda, and Emma Frost was in this too, actually. It was on all. I like this one more than Ultimate Spider-Man this month. Having Cap's kooky quartet, I like that era of Avengers a lot, and then we discover that Hawkeye can only shoot the bow and arrow with the targeting assistance of the suit, so they're actually not a good shot on their own. And then it seems Emma Frost is planning a coup against Sunspot's dad. She states planning a coup. I enjoy mutants a lot, and we had mutants in the Ultimates book. Justice League Dark Tomorrow special. This was basically DC adapting the Legends of Tomorrow TV show into comic form. In the show, they had their ship named the Wave Rider as a reference to Wave Rider the character, but since this is the comic universe, obviously Wave Rider the character does exist, and then Legend, whose identity is a mystery, Legend has a ship called Wave Rider. I'm pretty sure, I think they're teasing that Legend is actually Airwave. Oh, and there's a weird thing with Airwave. So in this, classic Airwave was Hal Jordan's nephew, who also had the name Hal Jordan. But in this, they say Airwave's full name, and he has a different last name, but he has Jordan as his middle name. So he's Harold Jordan something or other. So is that the still Airwave? Is he still Hal Jordan's nephew is what I'm getting at. Because I couldn't tell, and Hal Jordan hasn't really interacted and mentioned that Airwave is his nephew in the Justice League run. So who knows? Also in the interior art, Gold Beetle has a beetle in the middle of the star. But in the interior art, the beetle was missing, which was especially odd because Gold Beetle can't remember Booster Gold at the moment, only Blue Beetle. So then the artist didn't have any Blue Beetle in the costume, it just looked like a Booster Gold costume without that beetle. And Gold Beetle, I do like Gold Beetle, she can't remember Booster Gold because of what's happening in Superman and Justice League, where he's trapped and being tormented by the Legion of Darkseid. So there's everything I picked up this week. Let me know what you're reading and what you want to see reviewed first.